All right, we are back. We are back with a potential long here. Finally broke out of the range a little bit. We're having a buy signal here. Just tested. I played that entry on the retest of the cross, right? I call those the advanced reads. Let's see how far we can go. Let's get that first TP, and then let's see how far this thing can go potentially. All right, we're about to approach it. Stop loss is right below 84. This is literally like an 8 point stop loss. So I'll take this any day, right? This is where I test it, right? This is where you have to be consistent, right? If it loses, it loses. I'm okay with that, right? But this is where I like to test these kind of things always. I love to test the test of the crosses. Boom, hard bounce up. Let's see if we can get that break above. Right? Trust the process, trust the system. Especially when you're not playing heavy, especially in the mornings and things like that. It just becomes, it's stress free. It's stress free. Like I have fun trading. I don't worry about, the L's or anything. Like I take them as they come. Let's go. Let's go. Patient, patient, patient. Let's see if we can get that 3 bar up. Continuation. Potential push up here to this level again, maybe. Not, we're just going to re-enter the range, which we might. Oh, dang, I missed my. I wanted to leave room for potential add. Let's see if it makes a up. All right, there it did. All right, I can adjust. Let's see what we got. All right, very low risk. Let's see. If we lose, we lose. That's okay. Super duper low risk. So if this breaks here, then I'm out. It's trying to flip. Looks like, yeah, this is just re-entering the range. And that's okay, right? This is a part of the game. Being okay with the losses. All right. We played the patience game, which I hate. So flipped it. So now this is looking like, if it breaks below where we're currently at, right? 84, we may see a push back down to the bottom. What is going on with my computer? Okay, that's weird. I had my stop loss and then it disappeared when I was just trying to move it. All right, there goes. It's about to tap me out. What the hell? There. Okay. Wow. Okay. Weird. Like it didn't take it at first. Okay. All right. Now the short's looking decent. Let me see if this candle closes. I may enter the short now because the short's looking pretty dang good. There it goes. Okay, it's gonna leave me. All right. Stop loss above here at 93. That's about 15 points. And this is an eval, so I'm gonna risk a little bit more. 93. Boom. All right, there it goes. Already leaving me. All right, there we go. See, look at this. Look at this. Right, already almost made back my L. All right, now it's coming back. Let me adjust my stop loss, but this contract it took a few contracts. 93. All right, boom. All right, there we go. All right, pulled itself back up a little bit. That's okay. All right, this is a part of what we're playing. Let's see if we can get more continuation down. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Boom. All right. Let's go. Now we may see a bounce around here, or if it breaks through, it breaks through. We're going to get a nice move. I'm going to move my stop loss to 84. Do candle by candle now. I don't want to give too much back. I could go break even. So I'm going to do it by candle by the 1 minute. 85, 50 actually is where I should be. All right, there it goes. All right, took my second already. Right now I'm going to trail. Look at that. Already made back my L, back to where I started. All right, just a part of trusting the process. All right, lost the first one. Waited for the little confirmation when it broke that first level. And there it goes, trailed me out. Now I'm back to where I was. At 326, only lost $3 in total, right? This is what's beautiful about the setup, right? You can lose some, you can win some, but you will constantly, you won't have to worry too much because when the setups are there, right? We didn't catch this, right? I was anticipating potential break. I like the way the three bar was looking. It didn't work. It's okay. Stop me out. Great. But then we saw the play potential for the other way around, right? There's nothing down here other than my orb. So we had that move, and look, break stop right there. Now it's challenge. It's going to potentially challenge this bottom level, right? That's just lined up with my second range. I'm sorry, second trend level, the 1 minute. It broke already the two levels on the 30-second, and it's pausing, and we will see if it decides to put itself back up. The 1 minute second trend is holding. We may see it push itself back up. Right. And this is a part of the pre-market opening stuff. This is normal. Right. You've seen on the previous videos when I trade these. They're very choppy, back and forth, in anticipation for the 9 a.m. volume and then obviously the 30 opening. Right. But the short's still looking okay for the 30-second. Like I said, if like I want to test it, boom, 3 micros, no pain, no gain, stop loss above 80, boom, 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 three. And I can just do this all day, trusting my process, trusting my setups. And then I can go break even as soon as it hits it. If it doesn't, whatever. This is like a test. I'm just showing you all what the process is like, right? I just trust it, right? There's going to probably stop me out soon. It continues this merry way up. And then we'll see how much I lose, right? Now I'm going to be down to where I was before. Boom, there we go. Now look, right? Just quick little back and forth, but I'm not giving much back, right? I'm following the plan. Now look, we're seeing a cross up blue, same process, right? Where it can enter, stop loss will be rare, right? Below 73, right? Same idea. Boom, boom. Look, already gonna take my first TP. All right, look at that. Look at it go. Look at it go. Look at it go. Like just okay, I can't even now I'm just gonna trail immediately because you know it's going. Now I'm back above where I was. Oh, there we go. We caught a move. Look at this, right? Trust the process. Don't be afraid to re-enter. Now you see that, right? Quick gain. It's just repeating the patterns, right? I saw the cross. We saw my blue. My stop below the blue. Confirmed with a secondary blue push up. 1 minute turned blue, right? The 30-second has the better entries because they will usually be a preemptive blue for the 1 minute when everything lines up. And then you'll see a push, right? Right back to the level where we were at before, or the candle cross, right? All these things love to get tested over and over and over again. Now I'm up 3 to 45. I went with 6 micros on that one. You guys play you, but you follow the same plan. Stop loss was the same, right? My stop loss was below here, right? On this play it was just a break, so my stop loss was above here. Right above the candle. This is gonna be my areas where it was if it reverses or the 1 minute thing here, like a 3 bar reversal kind of stop loss, if you want to think of it that way. That's where you want to do that right now. I got 5 minute levels that literally just formed right now. It's a brand new level. So if this holds right here, we may see another push up. Now, if it breaks it, it flips. Now we may see, because you have a 1 minute here, you're going to have a 5 minute. If it breaks through that, flips, then we may see a really good strong push up here. But at the moment, we have to be patient and wait, right? You may see a 3 bar on the 1 minute, and it may flip that. It's a brand new one. So brand new crosses tend to be pretty weak. All right, there's the little 3 bar, right? Little push, and look where it's resisting. All right, right where that new 5 minute level formed. And it's just one thing, right? Some people like only look at the candles, man. Look at those levels. Look at these lines forming, and look how much it respects them. It respects them so freaking much. And then you can use the lines of potential ranges too. We could be stuck in here, right? If it breaks down below, we may challenge this whole blue candle. All right, but 5 minutes are stronger than 1 minute. That's a given. With their new, both 1 minute and 5 minute levels are going to be tested repeatedly. And right now we have a 1 minute and a 5 minute. All right, look at this. Look at that. We tapped right on the money. Look where it's bouncing. All right, like literally right there. It's just precise. It's so precise, man. Sometimes it gets really precise, especially when there's news and you see the big wick and it hits like just the line. And it's sometimes there's no fib, no nothing there, but it always hits one of my lines. Always hits one of them. And that's what I use to gauge what could potentially happen, where it could potentially pause. Now we're seeing the curl on the 30. We're seeing the 1 minute still holding that. So right now, this is a range, literally between the 5 minute and the 1 minute, right? And there's a wider range up here, but this is my current mini range. Like I say, the range breaker's got a wide range, and then my mini range is right in here. Right? If it breaks here, we may push back down here. If it breaks up here, then we may push up here, but it needs to break this to continue its way up here. Right? Right? That's just the repetitive patterns that I constantly see with this strategy, with these setups. Let's see. Right? We got our purple candles guides too right here, right? Got 93.25 needs to break that. There it goes. There it goes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Tapped right here, right? This is a 15-minute level from the advanced orb, which worked really, really well. Pushed up, nice little rejection, but that was a nice 2 minute three bar. Boom, boom. And let's see if we can get continuation. If it does, it does great. Then we may see that push up here. If it doesn't, then we're just still stuck in the range, the wider range. All right. So stop loss on the three bar plays the candle before. So you would enter. If I'm looking at it as a 2 minute, I'm going to combine these and combine this. Stop loss will be below. Guess what? Our line. It just so mad happens to line up. It lines up right here. But this is a part of being patient, right? You guys saw me go back and forth with my gains, back and forth, back and forth. I lost some, I won some, and now I mustered up 16 bucks up. But I'm not sweating it because if it's an L, it's an L, and it's okay. It's okay to lose. Learn to lose. That's going to help you immensely, immensely. And you're not going to feel that pressure of, I need this to work, or I hope it doesn't flip on me. No, if it flips on you, it's okay, man. Let it flip on you. Like it's okay. Hey, take it as a lesson. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. Oh, man. Whoa, look at that. I love when these things happen live. I love when I was just saying if it breaks through here, boom, we're gonna have the retest up here. Look at where clean rejection. Look at that. Look at that. Just repetitive. It needs to break and hold above here, and then we may have room all the way up here. But that move might be saved for the opening. It might be. Who knows? But look at this. Beautiful, beautiful resistance on there. But it's almost like we foretold the future, right? Almost, right? Three bar up, boom, hit that. Now let's see if it can hold it down here and then make another push up. If not, this may be, the area, the stronghold for the Bears. But there it goes. It's approaching again. If it breaks that 05 and holds, then we may see an explosion up. Let's test it for a little bit. Let's see. Oh, dang. That movement. That was fast movement. Oh, we got a 5 minute that just formed. All right. Let's see where my stop will be. All the way down here, 88. That's a hard. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. Let's do it just for shits and giggles because this has a potential to just explode. And if it does, does. If it doesn't, oh well. All right. Let it do its thing now. It's a wide stop. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do like. There it goes. Ooh. Oh yeah. Ah yeah, baby. Look at that. Right. I liked it. I liked it. Look, we had a quick 100 right there. Boom. 6 micros, quick 100, trailed out. Oh man, it's so easy. Well, easy but risky, right? Easy. I would have accepted whatever the outcome was. Riskier play. If it lost, it lost. But that's the part of being okay with it, right? There was the explosion move, and I take what I take, right? There you go. Chilled me out. It's coming back down. Here's that 5 minute right. I caught that momentum push. 5 minute cross. Pushed up. Always happens when you line up with a blue or another cross, right? You had the crosses kind of formed pretty close. The 30-second was all the way down here, but the 1 minute was here. Boom. Now we may see that push all the way up here to 48. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, right? Now, $60 from passing this thing, right? $62. And I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time. There's no rush. I'm waiting for the setups. I lost a few. I'm waiting again. I see the next potential, and then I go in, and I have no fear of going in, but I respect my stops, right? If it loses, it loses. There's no waiting for it to go, no waiting for it to hit. I'm gonna never move my stop loss. I'm never gonna adjust anything. If I add, but I keep my stop loss the same. And all I do is adjust the TPs once I add, if I DCA, if I do. And I only DCA at certain positions. You know, if it retests, if there's a cross there, and then all of a sudden the risk on those DCA contracts is like 3, 4, 5 points. You know, that's easy. You know, I'm gonna take those most of the time. And if I lose, I lose. But I never lose a whole lot, you know? So let's see if we can get a 3 bar in the 1 minute. It's holding this 5 minute. Now it needs to hold above 98, right? We could enter a little bit, right? We could enter 1, 2, 3, right? Put our stop loss right below 98. Let's see if it can hold and do the same process for and over again. Let's see how this goes, right? And if it stops me out, it stops me out, and it's okay. All right, this is, oh, what happened there? Kind of weird. Oh, wow. Okay, that was weird. It completely took me out of everything. All right, all right, whatever. I don't know what just happened there. All right. That was random. All right, there it goes. All right, there it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Oof. And okay, my stuff is lagging. I can't do anything. Oh, okay. I'm taking out one con. I'm gonna trail. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know what's happening right now with Trade of Eight, but that was weird. These guys saw it log me out with John Trading View, and then my Trade of Eight was acting up. So that was odd. All right. Either way, whatever happened there, well, it took. I know it stopped me out, but I'm liking. Let's re-enter it again, right? No fear in re-entry. All right. Let's see my first TP and then my second TP. If it hits it, but I start trailing immediately after it hits the first. Right, here's my blue candle, 92. Right, it's literally exactly a 15-point stop loss. Boom. I have room to add. All right, now let it do its thing. Right, I'm already pretty decently green. I'm not worried. If I lose, I lose. I just do this over and over and over again. But I never give back too much. That's the key. Never give back too much. Never endlessly DCA. You know, hey, respect your levels, respect your stops, respect everything. Follow the plan. Follow your plan. If this takes me out, it takes me out. It's okay. My account's alive to live another day. Right? I'm not gonna. I'm $60 from passing this thing. I'm not gonna blow it for $60. You know, that's it's not worth it. If I lose 100, I lose 100. At least I didn't blow the damn thing when it took me, 4 days to get 4,500 on this account. That's how you're supposed to think of it, right? Not I'm down, I'm only $40 from passing or $60 from passing the account. All I need to do is get that win, and all of a sudden you're down 200 and you're just DCAing to death. And then before you know it, you blow that damn account because you were only $60 away and you're trying to force the $60 win. It's just, hey, if you're $60 away and you lose, now you're $160 away. You're just right back where you were a little while ago. Just do it all over again. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Come on, take that first, and then I immediately go to break even if it takes the first. But I'm trusting the process. That's all I'm doing. I'm trusting the process, trusting my setups, trusting my steps, and it happens. It happens. You know, yeah, RR is weird. People talk about RR. I just like my setups. I take what I can, and I lose what I can. But I follow the same routine, the same process. This is definitely the pause area now. We are about 20 minutes from 9. So this is around the time where, we're about 20, 15 minutes to 10 minutes before an area. And look, like now I'm seeing the cross on the 1 minute. So this is looking, if this breaks here, This breaks below 96. This is definitely looking like it could give us a potential down move if it breaks there. But I do like the adding. So I just added a couple. This is what I do, right? So my stop loss is the same. Now I have an adjusted, there you go, look at that. Now I have an adjusted TP, right? The risk on those added was less than 10 points. I think I added it was like 8 points. So now let's let it do its thing, and I'm okay with it, right? We'll take if I adjusted my TP, let's see if it take it. It'll take it, it'll take it. There it goes. Boom. Now I'm three. Now I already passed the eval. Why is it doing this? I put my there it goes. Trailed me out. Passed the eval with just little base hits here and there, right? Trusting my process. I DCA'd in on the retest of the 5 minute right here, right? 97, my stop loss was right like below 93. We're over here, 92.25, right? My blue candle just is my bullish defensive candle. Caught the little pump up, and now I'm out. All right, now I can come back to range and do whatever the hell it wants, and I'll wait for the next setup. But now I passed another eval, right? There, simple as that. Took me some time, uh, but what did I start? I think I started like at 300 or something. I started like around two something. Just made $211 recording this video in like what 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't even know how long I've been doing this. But where else can you make $200 in less than an hour? By clicking buttons. Where else can you do that? And my RR is gonna be through the roof, but I'm scalping. I'm a scalper. This is what I do. But I trust my plan, I trust my process. And I know if I lose, I will find another setup, and it's going to take me a ton of losses, like you guys saw when I took those L's. It's going to take me a ton of losses to actually blow this account, or even a 50K. And if I play a 25K, 3 micros, same idea. You have a $1,500 loss limit on a 25K with 3 micros. That'll take forever to lose that. But the potential of making pretty good gains with 3 micros is still really good as well if you follow the routine plan. And this is what I use my indicator for. My indicator is literally my plan. And if you guys learn how to use it through these videos, or you take a one-on-one with me, or you learn it through the chat, you will see the plan is laid out here for us, right? We got our bullish candles, we got our bearish candles. I got my levels, everything is here. Our trend cloud is here, everything is here for us. Our plan is laid out here, right? Look at this buy signal down here, right? This is the A plus plus setup on the 30-second, A plus plus setup on the 30-second over here, right? This was a risky one. A plus plus setup cross inside the body. Yep. And it did give you a little bit of a to push down, right? But what do we have done here, right? We have the center of my orb in the morning, right? And then we have the range that formed. So you have the strong uptrend that kind of broke over here eventually, right? We had a good sell here that was reacting off of this 15-minute level. And this gave you a good move. Then this gave you a good move, right? And then this one, bigger candle. I don't like when the candles are like way bigger than where everything is around it. So, and I guess you could kind of do the same thing with this because these candles were small. This was way bigger than these. Not the best, right? This candle was not as big as these guys, a little bit bigger than these, but the risk is there. If I'm willing to take it, you would have caught that play, right? And same on the 1 minute. See on the 1 minute, right? See the A plus plus setup here on the 1 minute. Would have caught a little move, right? And that was the only A plus plus setup on the 1 minute so far. So I like to mix and match with my time frames, right? I play off of the 1 minute and the 30-second. There are days where the 30-second time frame will be better than the 1 minute. And then there are days like yesterday where the 1 minute is just hitting bangers. Yesterday, the 1 minute signals were hitting like really good hits. So you kind of have to like vary, right? Sometimes the 5 minutes okay. I don't like to play the 5 minutes because you have to wait a lot. I like to play the 30-second and the 1 minute. My stop losses are a lot tighter, right? And that's what I like. I like to follow my plan. And now we got another 5 minute cross just formed up here, right? So 5 minute, 5 minute, right? This could be, if it closes down below, we're going to see a 1 minute cross potentially. And now we're going to see the push back down to test this one, right? If it holds and breaks above, we're going to see that push continue into 48 potentially. And that's the repetitive process. I keep saying repetitive process, but it's just a repetitive pattern. And this is what I see all the time with my strategy. It's very simple, right? I'm not taking wild guesses. I call it precision guessing because this is the patterns that I catch over and over and over again, day after day, following the plan, right? You'll see where the candles form, right? You'll see the candles form when it pauses. Then you'll see a move break, right? You see the A plus plus setup, you see the break, then a pause, and you see the valve, and you see a little bit of, and then we may see another pause. It's the same thing everywhere. You see it, right? In 1 minute. Look at that. The pause all up here. This was our big 1 minute range, all up here, and then it finally made a little move. Right now, we're gonna potentially see another pause somewhere up here. Maybe we'll see it range all the way up to 49. So like little range steps or something. And that's what we're gonna see. It's all right. We're gonna take a break until 9 because 9 o'clock volume. I don't like to get into trades 15 minutes before, but we got to pass an eval. Yeah, passed my 75K eval, hit 79,511. Took some L's, took some W's, came back, followed the routine. I played 6 micros at the most, so I was going between 3 and 6, and that was it. And I had the same process, right? I had 3 at first, and I added, got up to 6, then adjusted my TPs, and did that over and over and over again, trusting the process. Nothing changed. It was just the same setups, the breaks of the candles, or the A plus plus setups, or the break of the ranges. We tested it all. We got to test it all right now. So, um, so you just say, I got to do that YouTube. What's that YouTube lines? So like and subscribe. Please hit that bell. To get notifications of when I'm putting stuff up. And I'm gonna be posting more stuff like this. I'm working on a I'm working on a psychology vid. I'm gonna be working on one of that because a lot of people like when I share my story. I have quite the story, and I'm not gonna start with it now because then I will want. But we can all overcome a lot of what we think are barriers. It's just each individual has their own method of doing it, whether you know it or you don't. So that, guys, I'm going to take a little breather. I'm going to wait for the 9:30 to open, and we'll see if we can continue. Peace out for now.